You've probably wondered too many times why you can't seem to be able to achieve as much as you know you should, why your dreams and aspirations seem very far away, although you know you have the smarts for it, and you should definitely be at another level. In this video, I'll tell you exactly why this happens and how you can get yourself unstuck and start stepping up to the level you belong to. I'm sure you've seen many people that have it all, and it looks that they definitely don't fit in that way of life because their abilities, or rather the lack of, couldn't propel them to that level. There's a simple explanation to this that was proven over and over: their power of belief. Before rolling your eyes thinking that this is just some mystical mambo-jumbo talk, hear me out. I am as analytical and down-to-earth as someone can be, but I know for a fact that every single time when I've truly believed in something, there was no other outcome than success sooner or later. So, as politically incorrect this may be considered, let's get back to the less intellectually gifted, less educated, and lazy people that have it all. The explanation of the gap between their intellectual assets and social status is their unlimited belief. Although, in theory, they are lacking the intellectual capacity or education to achieve more, their belief born from ignorance that is not confined by analytical thinking makes everything possible. With smarter people, things are becoming complicated. Their dreams and aspirations are always constricted by analytical thinking, doubts, comparisons, the right conjunctures, and so many other things. The big problem is you're too smart, and to be able to achieve anything great, you need to actively counter each and every reason why your plans and aspirations could fail. Going forward, try to keep an open mind without getting caught up and repelled by semantics that might not align with your thoughts about life. When it comes to belief, Christians call it prayer, agnostics call it the placebo effect or luck, witches call it spells, spiritualists call it manifesting, and scientists call it quantum physics. Regardless of what is called, everyone is talking about the same thing: the power of belief, the power of the mind over your reality. Each of them is talking about the immense power of the mind over the events in our lives, but just doing it with their own way of naming and explaining it. The important thing is none of them are denying the power of belief, the power of the mind, and the power of intention. So whatever you call it, prayer, luck, manifestation, spells, or quantum physics, here are the 5 mistakes that are most likely holding you back from achieving your dreams and aspirations, although you know you have what it takes to get there. Number 1, lack of clarity. The first and foremost thing that keeps you in place is the lack of clarity in your goals. This is the foundation, the first brick you need to lay before going forward to achieve anything worthwhile. You need to get crystal clear on what you want to achieve, so get specific about your goals. Failing to have a clear vision of this is like trying to hit a target blindfolded, because if you don't know what you're aiming for, you're just shooting blanks in the dark. So be clear and intentional about what you want. Define your goal in as many details as you can. Try to think about each of the steps and write them down. Number 2, a negative mindset. A negative mindset will always attract more negativity. Your mindset is everything, and if you're stuck in a negative loop, you'll keep attracting the worst in every situation. I know, it's not easy to think this way when your rent is due, when that paycheck is never enough, when besides work you only have time to sleep, when everything seems to crumble, but make an effort and try it. Do your best and try to shift your mindset to one of abundance and possibility, even if you're starting with a forced smile in the mirror that will instantly create a positive vibe around you. Fake it until you make it is so true, and I'm not talking about that fake Gucci bag. Force positivity and optimism, as cringe as it may seem, and you'll see how things will get better. Always believe that you deserve what you desire, and things will inevitably fall into place. Number 3, inconsistent action. This is one of the obvious ones, but either way, too many people are failing to acknowledge it. Consistent action is key. Taking small steps every day towards your goals, even tiny actions, add up over time and eventually transform into the full achievement of your dreams. Go back to number 1 and remember that you wrote your goal and defined the steps. Make a rough, realistic schedule for those steps over a predefined period, and try to do something in that direction every single day. Small steps, big steps, or decisive ones, each and every one counts and will add up. And always remember that dreams and desires without action is just wishful thinking. Ideas are worthless without execution. Number 4, impatience. This is where most people fail, even if they got the previous points right. When you're setting up an unrealistic time frame for a specific goal and that gets passed, most people will quit. And this is the worst thing you can do in any endeavor. Yes, it's very important to know when something can't work and your energy should be better spent in a different direction, but most of the time, impatience kills your dreams. Rome wasn't built in a day, and nothing truly valuable for you will come easy. Patience is the game. This is one of the traits you will need to cultivate to be able to succeed. Trust the timing of your life as good things take time to unfold. Stay patient and keep the faith with a positive outlook. And number 5, lack of gratitude. It's always a good idea to know where you stand, but always remember that an objective perspective is key. We all had the experience when we got to bed and couldn't fall asleep, thinking of that huge gas bill, that supermarket run you had today with essentials that got way too expensive, or that weekend getaway trip you're postponing for months. But on the other hand, while you're in bed frustrated about all the above, there are people, and not just a few, that at the very moment are hungry, freezing, people that are fighting wars, people that are ill and gather all their energy just to survive another minute, another hour, or another day. This is where you should be grateful for what you have, disregarding the fact that you don't have everything you'd wish for. There will always be someone that dreams to have your exact life, like you're dreaming of winning those millions from the lottery. Gratitude is the ultimate magnet for abundance. This is the ultimate hack. When you're grateful for what you have, you attract more to be grateful for. Start each day with gratitude, appreciate the blessings in your life, and watch how the universe responds with even more blessings. If you start today and actively try to avoid these 5 mistakes and focus on improving on each one, I promise you that you'll finally have the perfect setup to achieve your dreams and aspirations. Save this video in your bookmarks and revisit these 5 steps at least once a week, or simply write them down somewhere you can see every day. This way you'll be able to maintain your focus and never forget what are the dream killers for so many people. And always keep in mind that the journey towards achieving your dreams and aspirations is not solely determined by your intellect or circumstances, but rather by your beliefs and actions. The power of belief goes beyond analytical thinking, education, and even talent. It is the unlimited faith in yourself and in the potential for success that propels you forward.